Hey, Dave Knight here at 123daytrade.com. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being here. Today was Thursday, January 25th, 2018. I don't want to sound like Debbie the Downer or Debbie Downer or whatever it is, but I kind of want to, some kind of a thought process that kind of entered my head today on the quiet time. Today was one of those trading days where I was in tune with the market, but I was only able to get out a few ticks. Now, a few ticks a day wasn't that bad. I got 35 ticks out of the market, but the downer side of that is I'm just in a simulated account right now. I'm not making real money, and it's something that kind of will get to you occasionally. Um, but the other side of that is if I'm not making real money, would I be losing real money if I had an open account out right now, a futures account? Yeah, I think that as a day trader, um, I haven't officially figured all of the stuff out. I mean, there's just so much to know and so much to learn, and is no matter how much I learn, there's always another little nuance that comes along that helps progress my my abilities, I guess is a better way of saying it. Right now, I can tell you that, I feel like I'm on, some days, you feel like you're on top of your game, and other days you feel like, what are you doing? And today was one of those days that, the market went my way. Obviously it went down today, right? So, um, to know what you were looking for. I mean, personally, I was looking for 6507 on the way down, but the market kind of stair-stepped its way back and forth. And later in the session, when I was in it, I got knocked out at 65, was it? No, 6613. Yeah, 6613 today. And the high at that point on that retracement went to 6618. And then the last part of the trading session, right around the time the market was closing up, well, not closing, but between, well, 2:30 to 3, just like it did the prior day before, the market decided that it kind of been, the day before it moved up, and this one it moved down. I mean, it's like, why can't it do it when you're in the market, and why does it do these things that you're thinking? But everything the market does is the market. There's I've learned how to not, for lack of a better way of saying it, not allow the market to dictate the way that I trade. In other words, what I'm trying to say is I don't allow the market to get under my skin. At least I do the best I can with that on any given day. Now, some days are worse than others. I know where I have to improve upon. I mean, every time I think about it, I know that if I can improve upon my entries in any given day, I will do better. Meaning that if I can find better points to enter into the market, then I will stand a better chance of being in the winner's circle at the end, because they make sense. And if they don't make sense at that point, then it's probably not a good point to be in. Um, but in the end, I'm just a simulated trader right now. I'm not making real money at Top Step Trader. Yes, I'm in redevelopment, and yes, I can get back into the real money account. But bottom line is, I'm spinning my wheels trying to get myself to a position that I can make the real money again, and to pull money away from Top Step Trader, and but more importantly, I should say pull money away from Top Step Trader, pull money out of my own trading account. It's Top Step Trader money that puts me in the position to pull money out of my own trading account. So that, in that sense, I'm glad for the opportunity. And I'm glad that I have the ability to, and the platform to be able to test my theories in live conditions. And I'm thankful for Top Step Trader and what they have allowed me to accomplish basically since I was talking about in the video, if I can never get it to load, it's a long trading video. When it does, if I can get it together, it's been crashing on my end, so hopefully I'll get it to work. But um, I started at Top Step Trader officially around August of 2014, although I didn't really start qualifying for combines until May of 2015. And it's kind of like, am I spinning my wheels? I mean, most people would just walk away from this kind of environment and say, you know what, this doesn't work. You need to um, go get a job. You need to give up on your dreams. You need to stop, doing the things that you're doing because they're not paying the bills. Yeah, well, along those lines, I went and got my life and health license, and I sell insurance on the side, and it's not a glorious job, for a lack of a better way of saying it. The insurance salesman's probably right up with the door-to-door encyclopedia salesman of the past. I mean, it's not a glorious job to sell life insurance. It really isn't. But it's a needed necessity in life that if you leave this life without anything behind, then the people that are affected are the ones that you leave behind, right? So having a moderate amount just to even bury you is important if you don't have that in savings. And I read the report that there's more people that don't even have over $100 in their savings accounts, or $1,000, I think. But a lot of us live paycheck to paycheck. I know I do. Um, like I've talked about in the past, all my money is tied up in a trust account since my dad passed away. And I've had to get creative on how I earn money. And I've come to the conclusion that the laborer is worthy of his wages. And I've decided that I'll probably reconnect up everything at 1, 2, 3 day trade, because I do believe that I have some things to offer that are valid, but I need to only put the stuff out there that I've not only tested, but I've proven to myself that they work. And only connect up that stuff that I believe in with all my heart. And maybe that requires putting a whole new set of trading strategies together. The only one I can tell you that I'm confident in is the CL pit strategy that happens on inventory day. And even that is difficult because my whole strategy is more of a method. It's a method of madness or craziness or whatever you want to call it, but it's still a method. It's a strategy that I put together that helps me, stay in the market, but it also helps me, stay away from the market, hopefully, when it's not doing what I expected. And it's an evolving strategy as time moved on. What I've learned up to this point, as opposed to what I knew 7, 8 years ago, I know a lot more about what I want to accomplish on any given day. But in the end, I know that, am I smoking a pipe dream? Um, have a fallback. My fallback is insurance and selling that way. Going into senior homes and selling in a demonstration mode and putting together a little small presentation together. And it's not glorious. Trading is much more fun, but I do help, people that are over the age of 50 get things that they should have already taken care of before they meet me. So I do feel that I help those that I do insure. The only problem is sometimes I run into deadbeats that you know, I finally come to the conclusion that I don't sell insurance to anybody that doesn't even have a checking account, because they're a waste of my time, and I qualify them inside my presentation. You know, if your only access to the world is, like, say, a credit card. This is not a credit card, but this is their only access to the outside world. In other words, they the bank won't even give them an account. How worthy is that individual to have anything at that point? And that's not a knock on them, that they've proven that they can't handle a banking account. So how are they going to be able to pay for insurance? So yeah, I've come to some conclusions along the way, just like I do in my trading. You know, there's the clean bath water, and there's the dirty bath water. There's the dirty bath water. You throw all the shit that you have learned that doesn't work, right? This doesn't work. Let's throw that over to that side. And this does work. Well, let's keep that in here, and on this condition if this happens. Um, so trading, I guess I'll leave you with this message, and I'm gonna wrap it up. Trading is like a logic course that I took years ago. Um, it's a lot of, if this happens, then execute that, but have this in reserve just in case it doesn't work out. So it's kind of if then. That's trading. So that's the best we can do, is have a plan. And when I talk about have a plan, you should know your entry point, you should know your exit point, you should know your profit target, you should know your out, and all that should be put in at the same time you enter a trade. If you're just pushing the button to push the button, well, seriously, find your nearest casino, go down there, grab a beer, and at least enjoy the drink while you waste your money, because you have as much of odds of success pulling that slot machine or playing blackjack or whatever than you will as a trader. So have your plan together. Know exactly how you enter the market. Know the setups that make sense to you. Know exactly, if you can get to the point where you know your percentages of this setup wins this percent, and this setup wins that percent. Larry Williams used to put up all kinds of stuff like that. And he would throw out the statistical records of, the second Friday of the first Monday of the third week of this, that, and the other. Here's the odds of that success. I mean, I just made that crap up. But that's kind of like what Larry Williams put together. I mean, you can get exotic on how your trading strategy and what kind of strategy or method or what kind of setups you're looking for. I mean, you can get so detailed, but don't get lost in all the details that it gives you paralysis by analysis, right? I hope that helps. I just was shooting off the cuff today, like I usually do. I had no notes today. Kept no notes today, so it was one of those long messages I put together. God bless. Take care. I'll see you on the next video. I had notes for the first video I put out today, but not for this one. That's it. I'll talk to you later. Bye now.